Shalom, shalom, shalom. Let us give our praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Rukah, Kodash, Brakatah. Double honors to the elders, to the elders, to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the brothers. They teaching truth and sincerity. Coming at y'all with another battle where with the Lord battles. You've been keeping up with them. We just finished up with the Battle of Ai, dealing with Joshua, and now we're at the Battle of Gibeon, right? I'm gonna start at the top. All right, and I'm gonna read down. So it say, now it came to pass, at Adonai, Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, had heard how Joshua had taken Ai, right? He was the king of Jerusalem, because prior to us, basically, because we were still on a journey to taking over the land. We just got over the main stronghold with Jericho. Then we took over Ai, so we had to go through these little bit more battles to get to the land of milk and honey. So the king that was ruling over Jerusalem was the guy named Adonizedek, which he was a Canaanite, which you would call a Hamite, and had utterly destroyed it, as he done to Jericho and her king. So he had done to Ai and her kings, and how the inhabitants of Gibeon had made peace with Israel and were among them, that they feared greatly, because Gideon was a great city, as one of the royal cities, and because it was greater than Ai, and all the men thereof was mighty. Right, and it say that Gideon had made a league with Israel. The reason why they, when you go into secular history, it say that Gideon basically, which was some Canaanites, but they fancy themselves as not Canaanites. They kind of deceived Israel to make a covenant with them. When you go inside that secular history, verse 3, it say wherefore Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, sent unto Hoham, king of Hebron, and unto Piram, king of Jarmuth, and unto Japhia, king of Lachish, and unto Debir, king of Eglon, saying, come up to me and help me, that we may smite Gideon, for it had made peace with Joshua and with the children of Israel. When back in the day, when you make a vow, because Joshua, us Israelites, we agreed to be friends with them. We had befriended them. When you read secular history, and and even in our laws, we basically made an oath to basically be of assistance if anyone attack you. So, and the scripture speaks about if you make a vow, you must basically live by that vow you made. It goes as far as say that, look, if you can't do it, it's better not to even say the vow, because you're gonna be required to keep that vow that you made. Verse 6, right? And the Lord, He made a vow to the nation of Israel that He's going to basically, He was gonna be he was going to be an enemy to our enemies. I mean, get that. He put us under the promise. He chose us to be his people. Um, I'm just looking for the exact one, and I'm gonna just keep it on this page. But I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read from the Bible. I'm gonna read from the Bible from another source. Um, Here we go. Yeah, this is Deuteronomy 20:4. It say, "For the Lord your God is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you." Right, and this all towards the nation of Israel. The Lord said He's gonna fight for us, even in the times we're living in now. The Lord is going to fight for us. The Lord is going to bless us with courage, bless us with strength, and the Lord is going to protect us as He always have, starting with the elect. Of course, 12,000 out of each tribe and 1/3. We all know Exodus 3:15. For the Most High God is a man of war, man. So the Lord deal with these fights. The Lord deal with a battle. The Lord deal with soldiers. You know, in the times we're living in, we can't be cowards. We got to be soldiers for the Lord, man. Verse 6, and the men of Gibeon sent unto Joshua to the camp of Gilgal, saying, slack not thy hand from thy servants. Come up to us quickly and save us and help us, for all the kings of the Amorites that dwell in the mountains are gathered together against us. So Joshua ascended from Gilgal, he and all the people of war with him, and all the mighty men of valor. So Joshua he kept his promise. You know, that just goes to show that these nations gonna depend on us, man. The time to come, these nations gonna bow down to us willingly soon, man. All right, these nations gonna be willingly to subject them to us. The only nation that's not, what they gonna learn is the so-called white. The so-called white men. These biblical come from a man named Esau. You know, the white people, man. All right, and these nations they gonna bow down to us once they see our glory. They gonna call us Lord and God, man. You know, let me see. Let me look for the scripture. It's like, yeah. What the hell? It's like, yeah. Well, the scriptures say, oh, here it is. This is Proverbs 29:2. It said, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, man. And that was gonna, in this time we coming to, the people is going to rejoice in while we're in authority, man. You know, when we get this, when we get the Lord bless us with these celestial bodies, these spiritual bodies, man. He bless us, man. Because right now we under the curses, but the curses is falling all upon all our enemies. All right, and we're going to be the top nation on this earth soon, which we are right now, but we still plan out our captivity. You know, verse Joshua 10 and still in Joshua 10 and 8. And the Lord said unto Joshua, fear them not, for I have delivered them into thy hands. There shall no man of them shall no man of them stand before thee. Right. The Lord work on a whole nother time zone, man. I love it when the Lord say stuff like this, because when the Lord say He delivered you already, He already delivered them into your hands, because it played out for the Lord already. The Lord thought of it. It's going to happen. It, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it already happened. You just got to play it out. The Lord is telling you basically like the future. Like, look, I delivered. I already beat them. Like, you already beat them. You know, I work on a whole nother time zone. I'm telling you what's about to happen. Um, I can get everything I'm saying. I'm trying to prove it by the scripture. I can get the um, I get the proof. Uh, it's a his way. Let me see. Well, I look for it. I look for it in a minute. Let me look for it. His ways is yeah, Isaiah. Yeah, right. Isaiah 55, right? Isaiah 55 and uh 55 and 9. It say for as the or should I say? Oh yeah, I started at 8. For my thoughts are not For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, says the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Um, right. So the Lord work on a whole nother level, man. All right. Joshua 10 and 9, it say, now therefore it came unto them suddenly, and went up from Gilgal all night. And the Lord discomfited them before Israel, and slew them with a great slaughter at Gibeon, and chased them along the way. There, there drove up to Bethron, and smote them to Ezekiah, and to Makkedah. Right? So the Lord put the spirit on to slay them all, man. And that's what's gonna happen in this modern day time. The Lord gonna put the spirit on us to slay you goddamn heathen nations, man, and you so-called white people, you Edomites, man. The Lord gonna put the spirit on us back, because if you notice all these battles, you notice we was on a high level of spirituality. We was we was nothing but it was nothing but war with us, you know. We ain't live by the sword, but man, we was you thought you know because Yahweh Shah said you live by the sword, you die by the sword, but we was doing some shit with that sword, man. We wasn't living by it though. The point I'm making, man, we wasn't. Hey, man, we didn't bear the sword in vain, man. All right, and all this was due to Yahweh Bahasham. Yahweh Shah put that warrior spirit on us. I already said that the scriptures say that the Lord is the man of war. So if the Lord is the man of war, what you think his son is? His son, who you world ignorantly call Jesus Christ, his son is, the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. So if the Most High is a man of war, his son is a man of war. So what you think his chosen nation is? His chosen elect, his chosen 1/3. Who you think the Israelites are? They are men of war too, man. If we a nation of warriors as the Father and the Son, man. Verse 11, man. Here come the, hey, yo, check this out. And it came to pass as they fled, yeah, cause y'all gonna try to run, from us, y'all gonna try to escape us. And it came to pass as they fled from before Israel, and were in the going down of Bethron, that the Lord cast down great stones from heaven upon them unto Azekah, and they died, man. The Lord cast down great stones, man. I love that, cause that's comparing to the America destruction, NATO and the EU destruction. The Lord's gonna shoot off 200 million missiles to destroy this place, which is described as stones, which is described as a head of a lion. Things, it's just metaphors. The Lord is going to use chariots, fired from the chariots, to destroy this place, America, and various other places of this world that controlled by the Edomites. Job 9:24 said the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. We know the wicked, the so-called white man. He's the only one that goes around rape, robbing, murdering the world and polluting everything that is pure, that enslaved the Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, which is the true biblical Israelites. All right. So this man must be destroyed, and the way he's going to go out, the final save, when the Lord is going to have created the smith, man, which blow up the coals in the fire. So he created those nukes, the Most High. That's a Most High weaponry. He's going to destroy this place. And in the time of Joshua, the Lord is known for making things, making marvelous wonders in the skies to come down. He sent fire from heaven. So this time he sent stones from heaven, from heaven upon them unto Azekah, and they died. There were more which died with hailstones than whom the children of Israel slew with the sword, man. So the Lord killed them. The Lord intervened, and the Lord made stones come from the sky, man. All right. I got a preset. Let me get another preset. Let me get this in Psalms 18 real quick. I'm going to read it from the other Bible, my secondary Bible. Psalms 18 and 14. Yea, he sent out his arrows. No, I'm going to start at 13. And the Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. Right. That's how the Lord, he do death and destruction. Hailstones and coals of fire, man. He sent hailstones in this time of Joshua, and then he sent coals of fire in the time of Abraham and Lot with Sodom and Gomorrah. The Lord do these things. The Lord controlled everything. All the ordinance obey the Most High, man. Every time, everything obey the Most High, cause he is, man. He create everything. Verse 14. Yea, he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and he shoot out lightning and discomfited them. Right, and that's what happened, man. The Lord, he discomfited many nations from above. Most High will strike you from above, which is going to happen in America. The Lord is going to set those missiles loose and put his fire in those missiles. All right, so the Lord is going to obliterate this place, man. All right. Let's keep reading, man. Cause this is beautiful. That's how the Lord works. The Lord works like this, man. And this type of power we worship, man. Yeah, Yahweh is a God you fear, man. Verse 12. Then spake Joshua to the Lord in the day when the Lord delivered up the Amorites before the children of Israel. And he said in the sight of Israel, the sun stand thou still upon Gideon, and thou moon in the valley of Ajalon. And the sun stood still, man, and the moon stayed until the people had avenged himself upon their enemies. It is not this written in the book of Jasher? So the sun stood still in the midst of heaven, and haste not to go down about a whole day, man. So that sun was just there. It was like the Lord kept the sun up, man. Damn. Just so we can finish killing, man. Finish avenging ourselves, man. Man, the Lord got some things. Man, the Lord about to do some things in the time we're living in now, man. The Lord, it's gonna be amazing. We're living in some exciting times, man. If you don't get excited about reading these scriptures, hey, it's a chance that you're not the man of the Lord, man. You read about this, you like, damn, man, the Lord is cold, man. I got precepts to back everything I'm saying up, of course. Let's get Isaiah 21, cause it's referenced throughout the whole precept precept upon precept. Isaiah 21 and 28. Isaiah 21. Isaiah, matter of fact, is Isaiah 28 and 21. Isaiah 28 and 21, it say, for the Lord shall rise up as in Mount Valley of, oh yeah, here it is. For the Lord shall rise up as in the mount of Perazim, he shall be wroth as in the valley of Gibeon, that he may do his work, his strange work, to bring past his act, his strange act. Right. In the times we live in, the Lord he gonna start doing the things he did in the mount of Gideon when he kept that sun up. His strange, the Lord about to start doing those strange acts. You about to get a witness of these marvelous acts. Those make you marvel. It gonna be strange to the people. We living in the times where we live in the time when the Lord about to start doing his acts. Yeah, man, the Lord, man, the Lord about to start doing this thing, man. The Lord is doing this thing. Why you think it's sinkholes? Why you think the Lord been sinking cities, man? The Lord been he put these earthquakes been breaking tectonic plates, man. These earthquakes been these hurricanes, these Category 5 hurricanes, been destroying down their countries, cities, Puerto Rico. These hurricanes sending hurricane after hurricane. The Lord is coming to is destroying his rulership. All right. There's another proof. Sirach. Sirach 46 and Sirach 46 and 6. Sirach 46 and 6. I'm gonna start at 5. Man, oh, this is good. Um, then it's a verse, Sirach 46 and 4. Did not the sun go back by his means, and was not one day as long as 2 days? Right, one day was like 2 days, man. During the time of Gideon, during the time of when Joshua his valor and his men of valor, the Israelites, we destroyed our enemies, man. The Lord gonna have it in the kingdom. Time gonna go by slow in the kingdom of heaven. One day gonna be like 2 days in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's why y'all gotta, you so-called white people, you Edomites, y'all got it bad. Y'all about to have it. Those 1,000 years, it gonna feel like 2,000 years, you know? It gonna feel like eternity, cause time gonna go slow. One day gonna feel like 2 days, man. Lord we gonna have the power to even, we gonna pray to the Lord that He can keep the sun up for us, man. So we can beat your ass even longer, man. One day can feel like one day feel like a year, man. You know, man, that gonna be, man, y'all got a gruesome death. Y'all got gruesome hell about to come unto you, man. Hell, man, we can make your last day feel like 1,000 more years. That's the type of power we gonna have, man. The Lord gonna bless us with, man. Verse 5. He called upon the Most High Lord when the enemy passed upon him on every side, and the great Lord heard him. Verse 6. And with hailstones of mighty power he made the battle to fall violently upon the nations and the descendants of Bethlehem. He destroyed them that resisted, that the nations might know all their strength, because he fought in the sight of the Lord, and he followed the mighty one. So these are the acts that is mentioned, man. The Lord got something for you fucking devils, man. Here it is. These nations didn't do half of the much of what y'all did, and you see how we treat them. you see how the Lord deal with them. So what you think you devils got going on? Hell, we the Lord chosen people, and you see the state that we in. Alright, so the Lord got something for you devils, man. I'm gonna give all my presets, man. Now, I was gonna cut it short. No, fuck that. Habakkuk, you know, Habakkuk, 3 and 8. 3 and 11. It said the sun and the moon stood still in their habitation. At the light of thy arrow they went, at the shining of the glittering spear, man. So when the missiles get shot off and when the Lord starts destroying this place, it's gonna be likened to the moon and the sun stop at the days of Gideon, man. The Lord about to do some strange acting these days, man. The Lord about to destroy this place. So I'm gonna read that back. It say Habakkuk 3 and 11. The sun and the moon stood still in their habitation. At the light of thy arrow they went, and at the shining of the glittering spear thou didst march through the land in indignation. Thou didst thrash the heathen in anger. Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, even for salvation with thy anointed. Thou woundest the head out of the house of the wicked by discovering the foundation onto the neck, man. So with that, I hope it was edifying. Shalom.